Bro, we're at episode 21.
God damn, I got a big ass head.
Savage.
True.
Recording, bro.
Yeah, we're recording now. So that's
You
the
have a
intro.
big brain.
That's the intro. We're in episode 21 and Chris has a big ass head. So here we are.
Thanks, David.
Don't
Rest of
forget
y'all
the nose.
bitches.
Don't forget the nose.
And the
You a
nose.
double bitch.
Free, she throwing that ass. I'm up first for coming in last. Went to the bank, happy alive. Nigga fuck love, rather by rap. Nigga fuck love, rather by rap.
Welcome everyone to episode 21 of Woodcrest Certified. If you're seeing this video, do us a favor, like, comment, subscribe, hit that little bell notification so that way you know when we post and upload a new video. Normally every Wednesday, sometimes it gets pushed to Thursday, Friday. Shit happens, things happen, things get delayed. So if you put the bell notification on, then you'll know every single time we'll load up a new video. So episode 21, some of the most pressing issues. Number one, our guy, Brian Flores, former head coach of the Miami Dolphins, recently got fired. Recently, it sued the NFL for their hiring practices. To get a little backstory, pretty much what happened is, for those of you who don't know, there is this Rooney Rule in the league, which means whenever there's a head coach opening or like a GM opening, offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator opening, you have to interview a person of color before you could, give out the job essentially. So then what happened was Brian Flores had an interview with the New York Giants, let's just call it on a Thursday. And then he got a text from Bill Belichick, head coach of the New England Patriots, who has ties to the Giants, on like a Monday or Tuesday, and he was saying congratulations on getting the job when he didn't even interview yet. So, and then later it came out that the Giants gave the job to Brian Dable, whatever his name is, the offensive coordinator for the Bills, who's a white man. So, like, they already made that kind of decision before this guy even went in for his interview. Flores went in for his interview. So, fast forward, he's suing the NFL because of their hiring practices. There's still a shit ton of racial discrepancies when it comes to white head coaches compared to coaches of color in the league. And here we are. What are your thoughts? Go.
So I read that there's been 10 black coaches in the history of the NFL.
Really?
Only 10? You talking about head coaches though?
Yeah.
Head coaches, yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Yeah. No.
Only 10?
10.
Damn, really?
My man said
That's just
yes,
crazy.
How?
Yeah, I just came off. I just got off of work, man. Still in that mode.
The fact that we even got the Rooney Rule in place to begin with is kind of fucking wild. But I'm not really surprised though, because even at my job, not talking about racism, but like when they have positions open, I don't really care. But when they have positions open within the job, like they let people apply for it all the time. But the people that they already want to give the job to, they already told them to apply from the jump. Like, so everybody else that interview is almost like like y'all doing it for aesthetics type shit.
Yeah.
So that's not fucking surprising at all.
So like, all right. So like, that's the angle that I was gonna attack this from, because like the Ronnie Rule was made to basically get black coaches in the door. But like when they first made it, I think we all assumed this is what was gonna happen, right? Like,
Yeah.
they're gonna be like, oh, this is our guy, but we're gonna get fined if we don't get a black guy in here. So we just got to get a black guy in here, even if we're not taking him seriously.
Mm.
But like it almost seems like you're getting punished for the incentive. You feel what I'm saying?
No, what do you mean?
Yeah,
So like
they're being
like
forced to.
the incentive was like, you need to get black coaches into the door, right? Like if this shit would have happened, I mean, this shit wouldn't have happened 10 years ago. right? So basically, it's like we're just gonna get you guys in the door, and because you guys get in the door, now we're getting punished for it. Because all right, so like what Peterson is saying, right? He's saying that sometimes like they're just going through the motions when they're going through the hiring process.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes it's because like, they're playing favorites. And sometimes it's because like one guy is more qualified than everybody else. So like if I had to choose between Kenny and David, right? And I feel like Kenny is way more qualified. But my boss is
Agreed.
telling me that we need to have more Hispanic representation in, whatever I'm hiring for. I might have to interview David just for aesthetics, even though Kenny is more qualified. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I understand that aspect too, where you're going. You basically saying sometimes those rules set in place hurt the organization more than it helps it, which I agree to it, yes. But the only problem I see with that, the reason why they had to have the Rooney Rule is because prior to that, people that looked like me was deemed incompetent because our IQ levels couldn't reach a certain capacity.
Yeah, that one has there's no devil advocate to that one. That one's just up.
So they create things like the Rooney Rule in place, so like it give people opportunities to show that they're competent enough to even have these interviews. And it's like, oh shit, I guess it ain't working because I never knew it was only 10 NFL head coaches that's black. That shit is fucking wild. Like,
yeah, like if somebody like I read that shit on Facebook, take that with a grain of salt. But I mean, it sounds right though.
Yeah.
But if you're Roger Goodell, like what do you do, right? Because you implement the Rooney Rule, which in theory was supposed to help, but like you can't, as the commissioner, you can't force teams to hire XYZ dude, right? So like, how much blame do you put on Goodell versus like what Flores was saying that he feels like the issue is with the owners more though necessarily the league?
It is the owners because it's almost like just like with our government. Yeah, we have a president, but a lot of states govern themselves, right?
Yeah.
But as a collective, certain things we got to follow, like federal tax laws versus state tax laws. Like Florida don't have a state tax, but we have a federal tax, so we have to abide by that. So within Roger Goodell or the NFL, Roger Goodell, is the commissioner, but the owners have the end all be all. Even though he set certain rules in place, but the owners could be like, "Fuck the rules, I own the team."
Yeah.
So
at the end of the day, Goodell's just an employee for these dudes.
Yeah, he's a face.
Yeah.
He's a representative.
Yeah.
Like, all right, so the more pressing question, because like that's the only thing, like they have the Rooney Rule and like I don't see anything between the Rooney Rule and actually forcing them to hire
Rooney Rule.
The Rooney Rule.
Yeah.
I don't see anything in between the Rooney Rule and actually forcing teams to hire minority coaches. Like I don't know where you land in between those.
You can't land in between it. You heard about the CTE lawsuit that they had against the NFL?
Bro, and Flores highlighted that in his lawsuit, which I had no idea about, but that shit's fucking nuts.
That shit's disgusting because they hired a few scientists within that shit to say that African-American athletes, it wasn't CTE that was causing them to deal with certain stuff. They was already incompetent. Yeah. So within that lawsuit, they was getting less money versus other athletes. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, in 2022, we still doing shit like this? Like,
so I think, and I could be wrong, but from I think what Austin was saying and from what I understood from the lawsuit, I think he was using that as an example because that shit is what came out a while ago. And Austin was saying how like a while ago people found out that black former players were getting less money,
way less,
because of and then that's when the NFL came in and did some fucking study, right, to like justify why they did that type shit. So then Flores like commented that to show like a pattern within the league type of shit.
But why do we have to? The thing that gets me mad, like when like something is proven facts, like somebody shoots somebody on camera half the time, right? He go to jail. It's like the motherfucker. It's facts. We saw you shoot the dude. You're going to jail. These things been happening. Is known for happening. Why do he have to prove that this is a thing? Like when we already know it's a thing.
The problem isn't proving that it's a thing. The problem is proving intent. So like he has to prove that the Giants didn't hire him because he's black. And that's gonna be really fucking tough.
I think he has a better case against the Giants though in his lawsuit rather than I think maybe the NFL, right? Because like when it comes to the Giants, you could show clear intent that like
they wanted to hire another guy.
Yeah.
I mean, that's really what it is. You got to prove that they wanted the white guy versus the black guy. The Giants could just be like, we like this guy more than this guy, and that's it.
Is this a person versus a skin complexion?
So on ESPN and everything, people are saying like this is a monumental time in history right now with this lawsuit. What do you guys see is going to come out of it then? With it, like knowing having to prove that is difficult, having to prove anything with the league itself is showing intent is going to be difficult as well. So like, what do you think is going to be the aftermath of this?
They finna settle, hush money, shit gonna phase out. Then niggas gonna.
Yeah. I want to see what happens with the Dolphins because talking about this guy was offering $100,000 to lose, like
that's
damaging to the integrity of the game. Right?
That too, the Giants and the Dolphins. That's just going to be interesting too to see what. Mostly on the Dolphins, like if he's able to have proof that this man was offering him money, like that owner might have to sell the team. They could make him sell the team for that.
You think so?
Absolutely,
think so.
Absolutely, they can. Because that's kind of like
sound pretty confident.
Well, because I know for me personally, working in the NBA, I'm an employee of the NBA, so I can't gamble on anything basketball related, right? And this guy is pretty much doing that the same way. Like owners kind of
rookie. There's different levels.
Yeah,
you don't think that's still gambling on your team and like paying?
Like we know for a fact NBA teams are tanking, and nobody asked them to sell their teams.
Yeah, but no one has come out and said like, "Yo, this owner made me do it." You know what I'm saying? Like, or his owner was offering me money to do it.
I mean,
so if you show proof of that, I think that's something that could.
I was just about to say that.
Team.
If he has proof of it, just with the Donald Sterling shit. If he has like hard proof, I think they could force him, but he gonna have to like come with it type shit. Like
with the NFL's investigation through it, like if they find that shit, I think they can make him sell it. And if they don't make him sell it, then they're gonna give him like some crazy fucking fine, which he's a billionaire, so he won't care about. But then they'll probably also lose draft assets, though, which is super important in the league.
I'll be very surprised if they force him to sell the team. Like very, very surprised.
But most of the times it be speculation. So I understand what you talking about, Chris, because a lot of times we all know it's happening, but motherfuckers is not inside of knowing. Like, but now if he shows hard evidence, especially in the time we in, it's always the court of public opinion, I feel like. So if he could get people behind him and he forces some type of movement, I think they'll force him. Even though he's still gonna be rich, but
he go buy another team and shit.
Yeah, or he's just gonna, live the rest of his life out type shit.
Yeah, like it'll be some Donald Sterling thing, but like this isn't like on Donald Sterling's level. Like the shock of those tapes from Donald. No, the shock from those Donald Sterling tapes was just on a whole nother level. Because like I said, we knew that the tanking things what was happening, right? Like. As far as like Donald Sterling taking his players to like these all white old man parties and like showcasing them like horses, that's some shit I didn't know.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Like that shit is crazy.
Yeah.
He did that?
Yeah. That dude was wild.
What the fuck?
Then he was telling like his concubine or whatever fuck she was not doing. you could sleep with them, just don't bring them to the games. I just don't want them to see them around you, weird type shit.
Like that shit is wild. Like the game
that
is
I almost didn't know.
Like the game is incentivized for you to tank. I mean, less in football, more in basketball, but like in both leagues, like the worst, like if you're not going to make the playoffs, it's better to be worse. But like in terms of like the racism, it's just like what?
Yeah.
You know, like you can't even explain it. Like why do you hate these people so much? It doesn't even make sense.
Yeah, true. I agree. The Donald Sterling stuff is significantly on a higher level than the tanking shit. But I do honestly believe if they can find proof, they might make him sell the team. I do, but we'll see on how that fucking happens. They did you guys see that they're hiring though the OC for the Rams as their head coach?
Thought it was the 49ers.
No, the OC for the Rams. I thought is
who's
McDonald,
coach?
right? For the Dolphins.
Oh, okay. That's what's up.
No,
There's the McDaniel
white guy.
too. That's from the Niners.
Oh shit! Then I guess my bad. You're right, Chris. Then it is dude from the Niners, McDaniel.
That's the neck.
My bad, bro. I got all their names mixed up, but yeah, Kenny's another white guy.
That doesn't make it better.
I mean, nah, but like Kenny,
What are we
like,
supposed to do with this information?
They had to double down though. They couldn't hire a black coach, right? Like they had to hire a white guy, right?
Yeah, you gotta stay strong though, like because if you show weakness in there,
like nah, it wasn't because Brian Flores was black. Look at this other black guy. Like, where did you find him? You're not getting away with that.
They doing all this during Black History Month. It's crazy, bro.
I think there's one. Isn't it just the Saints now? That's the last head coaching spot.
The Dolphins made it official. I don't think they made it official yet.
I thought it was like one of those things where like Rappaport will say they're closing in on this, but they just haven't like solidified. But it's like everyone knows it's about to happen.
Oh, maybe I'm oblivious.
Yeah.
The Texans haven't hired anyone, but what they're allegedly about to hire McCown, right? Josh McCown.
He was a candidate. Dolphins gave their new head coach Mike McDaniel a 4-year contract, so I think that's pretty official. Yeah.
It's a great presumption there.
Adam Schefter tweeted that 2 hours ago. So
yeah, I was busy 2 hours ago, so I didn't see that.
So then the Saints and the Texans are like the only two, I think, the last two teams then to hire a coach. So we'll see. I think Eric Benin, I can't even say his fucking name, but the OC for the Chiefs, he's interviewing for the Saints. Today actually was his interview, so we'll see what happens as far as if any more diversity is gonna get put into the head coaching positions, because right now it's quite white. So
sucks though, because like the Saints are just a bad spot, bro.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Like I would rather probably go to the Giants than the Saints, honestly.
Yeah, that's what I said. I think the Giants are going to be good next year now with this shit. They've come up heavily. And I think your boy, your DC, David, for the Ravens, I'm pretty sure that he was interviewing for the Giants too, and he's considered a heavy favorite to get the DC job there too. So the Giants could be tough. Believe it or not, might be better than the Cowboys. Who knows?
I mean, he put together the best run defense last year.
Yeah, I mean your entire secondary was fucking on IR, so that's gonna.
Nobody cares. It's part of the game.
On some other relevant news, we spoke about cancel culture in one of our first few episodes, and we had disagreements on whether we think it's real or not, but Joe Rogan out here getting canceled on Spotify type shit. So for anyone who doesn't know, Joe Rogan, this big podcaster and works for the UFC and shit. He's got hours of his podcast taken down from Spotify because of some racial shit, but most importantly, the biggest thing that they were talking about was COVID-19 and spreading dangerous misinformation or whatever. But in all reality, I mean, he's had fucking like people who are very renowned, like publishers or within or whatever the fuck is called when your articles get pushed through when you're a scientist / doctor or whatever. That's all he's had is like people with credentials talk about COVID and like shit that they've said that was fake news before has shown to be true. Like when I think he had a doctor early that was saying that the vaccine doesn't make you totally immune to it, and then people freaked out about it. And now, like fast forward months later, it's like, oh yeah, the vaccine actually doesn't make you immune; it just lowers the symptoms, type of shit. So like, I find it kind of wild that really it is that people aren't agreeing with whatever messaging is coming out through the mass media. So now he's kind of getting silenced for the shit.
So the N-word is not what got him. It was the COVID-19.
It was definitely the COVID, like 1,000%.
like you get what I'm saying? Like, and that's why even I've been behind this train for the longest. That's not weird to y'all again. Like,
I mean, what did he say?
That reminds me of a Dave Chappelle skit.
I honestly didn't even know. Like, what did he say?
So when he was saying the N-word and stuff, it was more so
like the real N-word.
He said it a lot, like the hard.
They got
R.
minutes of that.
He said it a lot.
They got a hoop mixtape of him.
Every time he said it, it was out of context of this other person said this. Said the word. This person said the word. Like this happened. They said
it was
this.
Worse than Django, bro. Like way worse than Django.
So like, it wasn't necessarily him calling people that, but he was saying
paraphrasing.
He was paraphrasing. He was telling stories of people saying this, and in my mind, I'm like, why are you around so many people that keep fucking saying hard R's out here? Like, what's going on here, Joe? Like, what is he doing? So there's that, but that's. Pretty much every single one, that's like the context behind it is he was saying that this person said this.
But then the COVID-19 misinformation is what got him canceled.
That's why they draw the line.
But if he's paraphrasing like the context, like what is he doing wrong?
Saying the hard ER.
I mean, you said that shit like 4 episodes ago.
Yeah, but I'm black. The fuck, it's like when you call a girl the B word, they get mad as hell and they use it all day, every day. Like,
yeah, but that doesn't make any sense, Peterson.
Doesn't make it right.
Yeah, that's no. There's no logic there.
How is there no logic there? I'm not allowed to say something that was harmful to me. I can say if I want to.
No, that's stupid.
How is that stupid? How is that stupid though?
No, like it has to, like that's what equality is, right? Like it's across the board. If it's off the board, it's off the board. It's not you can say it, but someone else can say it. If it's bad, it's bad. Or if it's good, it's good. Like you can't just pick and choose.
I don't agree with you.
Based off of what? Like you earn the right.
Is this if somebody's using something that's demoralizing you and somebody take it and I guess remix the word or whatever and use it within their culture, what's the problem with it?
Yeah, but they're not using the remix version though. We're not talking about the remix version. We're talking about, the original hard ER.
Oh,
version.
then no, the hard ERs, then we arguing something totally different. The hard ER is terrible. Like,
yeah, that's what we're talking about.
Yeah, like that's terrible. Fuck.
Yeah. Like, he wasn't saying, soft A's out there, like he was saying that these people were saying it was around hard ERs. But again, like I was saying, he was using it as in a context setter, like paraphrasing, taking what someone was saying and to have the story behind it. We lost David.
What's David going through?
I don't know. But yeah, so that's what he was saying. That's what happened with all the Joe Rogan shit. Like he wasn't calling people that. He was saying this, and the person was saying this.
But that's not even the thing that got him in trouble, though. That's so crazy. Like,
honestly, it was kind of one of those things, and this part is sickening when it's like it was one of those things that they sprinkled on top of it to like give it extra justification.
Make it seem like this is why he got in trouble, but it was really. It's almost like you hiding your right hand, right? And it's something back there, but look at my left hand. It's like, no, motherfucker, I know you got a gun back here. Like, I'm worried about that. Not the slap. Like, I don't know. I find all that shit weird. Like, I've been said that shit and I stand by it still. Like,
Hi, David.
Again, this is Black History Month.
Especially if he have like, because I don't watch this podcast because that should be too long. That should be like 2 hours.
I watched one with Wiz Khalifa and the Kanye one.
I watched the Kevin Hart one.
Did he say
I
the
watched
N-word?
one with a guy who
He did.
infiltrated Ku Klux Klans.
Nah, his should be too long. His shit literally be like 3 hours, bro.
Yeah. The one Joe Rogan podcast I saw was the one where he was with some dude that infiltrated KKK rallies and stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was some guy named David David something.
David. Interesting.
Oh, I think I know you.
Interesting.
let me.
But I got a quick question. If he have like, you say doctors and people that's well versed in this field,
Like these are credentialed people that he has on his shit.
How is he spreading misinformation?
Daryl
They
Davis,
just-
not David
They,
Davis. Sorry.
they just don't like the information that he's spreading
I mean, really, what it is because the information is contradicting like what.
to the
They got-
CDC.
Yeah, exactly.
And they've been contradicting to themselves.
Exactly.
Because at first quarantine 10 days, now 5 days, but test after the 5 days, but don't wear a mask, but still wear a mask, but then wear the mask upside down and throw it outside, bring it back and wear it again. It's like, what?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Bop it.
Stop it.
All right.
But yeah, so then now, like I said, he's kind of getting canceled, which is wild because go ahead.
Is he actually going to get canceled though? Because while this has been like a topic on social media, like one of the things that like follows up, like the headline is, he's got a bunch of people that are gonna listen to the shit wherever he goes because he's a really, really popular podcaster, like one of the most popular, based on the numbers. That's like how many listeners he has,
Bro, all his
you see a lot of
YouTube
support
videos,
for him out there. So it's
bro,
like,
all
is
his
he really gonna
YouTube
get canceled?
videos are in the millions of viewers, millions.
Yes.
Like every
not
single
just
one I see, and that's just
not just that. Not just that, but Spotify gave him like 100 million.
Yeah.
So
And
they're
Joe
not-
Ro-
To take his videos off.
Nah, they gave him
Or,
100
like, that's
million
probably
to. They gave him
to
100
host
million to
his shit.
exclusive. Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Damn.
yeah.
Joe Rogan's been rich for a fucking long time. Man.
A long ass time.
You can't
It's like,
redo those contracts, man.
well, this shit's talking about him being canceled. Like, is it just because Spotify's not going to host him anymore? Like, I don't think that equals cancellation.
All right, so cancel.
Nah,
Being
Can
canceled isn't
Spotify
really
cancel
right
the
word.
relationship with him? Like, are they not allowed to do that?
If they do that, they have to buy his contract out.
Right.
I mean, that's on them. But I'm
Yeah.
saying, like,
But I
are they
guess
not
so
allowed to
more
cancel the
so-
relationship?
So more so, I shouldn't say the word canceled, but they are silencing.
Disgruntled.
Yeah, they're silencing like his recordings. Like they're taking them away though, like hours of his shit.
Are they going to do
So
that to
let-
all of his material that's on Spotify?
Nah,
Not from
just
my
the stuff.
understanding, just the COVID stuff.
Which is weird. So
Are they-
why
I mean-
not take down the N-word stuff too? I don't know. Like, I just at this point, to be honest,
Government don't care about that. That's why.
it's just
Government
weird.
doesn't care.
I don't know why people don't find this shit weird. Like, this shit just be weird. It's just strange.
This shit been weird, man.
No, but it's just get weirder and weird. Like even with like the mandate shit that they was pushing at my job at Nike, it was all over social media and all that shit. And fire me, I don't give a fuck. But it was all over social media, right?
I'm
Then
about to
they,
tag Nike, man.
they scared
Mm.
they scared a whole
Stop playing.
bunch of people into getting vaccinated, right? And the little people that was like, man, I'm not getting vaccinated. We just laughing at people. And now the people that got vaccinated at my job are irate. Like they so angry, bro.
Speak to
They
the manager.
forced stuff and whoop de whoop. And I said, it's y'all dumbass. Like they couldn't mandate us to do the shit anyways, but
Yeah.
you get what
I
I'm
mean,
saying? Like
Really, what came down to it is that the
They
government
want to replace all of y'all.
they didn't pass the law saying that to
because they
require
wasn't.
it.
Because they wasn't though.
But if they would have passed that law, then
Yeah, you would have had to get
they
vaccinated.
would have had to get it. Yeah.
But they wasn't. They wasn't gonna pass it. They had intermediately passed it, canceled it, brought it back to the Supreme Court, and then denied it and was like, "No, nigga, you can't do it."
No, they passed it all the way. It's just that somebody went to the Supreme Court and they're like, this isn't legal.
Yeah.
And the Supreme Court's like, yeah, that's not legal. So then they took it back.
Yeah.
And then the states themselves, like even DeSantis was like, Nike, do it if you want to in Florida. It's not gonna work out. Like we're gonna take you to court. And Nike was like, certain. I think like 3 states is like certain states you can't do it, but the other states you still got to follow the mandate, which is weird. Again, like, but I don't know. Shit's just strange.
It's not.
Weird
These
time.
states aren't as united as they wish they were, or
as they say, as they claim.
This shit false advertising. I'm finna sue the USA. Like none of this shit's united. They're not on the same page. Run me the check.
And that's when our shit gets deleted off.
Yeah.
YouTube. Thanks, you guys. GG's.
They forced YouTube to remove our videos and shit.
We gonna get silenced too because we passing false information. So
we be wrong on some shit, low key.
Shit crazy though. Shit be weird.
Like it's hard for me to criticize it because I haven't read any of or heard any of the stuff. Like I don't know what they were saying on these fucking podcasts. Like they could have been saying the fucking election was rigged. I have no fucking idea. Yeah,
like what? That episode's not getting silenced.
Yeah, I don't know. So it's hard for me to have an opinion here.
So he posted a video. He posted a video a while ago or a little bit ago with him like kind of no, not even apology. He was going through the shit that was said that has come up to be true. So like I mentioned earlier when I was kind of summing it up in an early video, one of the doctors said that the vaccine doesn't actually make you immune. Like you could still get it. It lowers the symptoms, right? And then like we find out now months later, because the government at first was like, oh no, you get vaccinated, you're good. And then they're like, wait a second. Actually, that's not how it works. You just lower the intensity of the symptoms. But that was shit that was said a while ago on Joe's shit, right? Yeah. So that's like an example he uses. Like, look, and Joe has straight up said, like, look, this isn't his words, right? And he straight up said, like, look, I'm dumb. Like, I don't understand this shit. This is why he has the expert people come in and talk about it, like the credentialed people, like the motherfuckers that been in school for like forever, people that are publishing papers about this shit. And then they're still, and that's why, and like people are still saying it's fake news type shit or misinformation that's dangerous. So that's why
isn't that like how all vaccines work though?
What do you mean?
Like as far as like they don't completely immune you from the shit. Like you can
people still dying of polio. It's just not at a higher rate.
There's a polio vaccine?
Yeah, but like, does everybody have the polio vaccine though?
A lot of people do. A lot of because a lot of
don't you get that test?
Probably majority of people that went to the public school system because they're required for you to even go to public school.
Yeah, that's
all. But like who's dying of polio though? Like, is it people who have the vaccine?
Oh, I wouldn't. To be honest, I wouldn't know. So
yeah.
I'm just gonna go on a wild guess and say that the people dying from polio probably don't got the vaccine.
Yeah, I think I'm assuming.
Yeah, but what Kenny was saying is true though. Like what Kenny was saying is true. Modern medicine is not definite. I hate when people think that is because all 5 of us immune systems do not act the same way. So if they make a generalized vaccine, like my body, Chris' body, Kenny body, David body, your body is not going to process it the same way. So you could be good or I could be good and somebody in here, your body rejects it and be like, nah, we're not fucking with this. You get what I'm saying? And it's all based on how your immune system functions. So it's not going to be definite anyways, regardless.
So do you not agree with vaccinating kids then?
I do agree with it. I 100% agree with it.
So then what's the difference then, I guess, in what you just said compared to like vaccinating kids?
Just in the time span of how stuff comes to play. It's just with everything. Like the initial things of anything, technology, medicine is not always. That's why 10 years later, if you have these symptoms and they just ramble on for like 30 minutes, you could file this lawsuit, boom, 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 whatever. That's why, like 10 years from now, you vaccinate kids. I agree with it. Now, I don't think just because the CDC is like, this.
No, so like taking COVID aside of it, I guess I'm trying to understand like your thought process because you're saying that everyone's body reacts differently, which is why you don't necessarily like the vaccine, but then you still agree with vaccinating kids when these are all vaccines that you're saying like bodies act differently towards it.
Yes, but the thing with vaccines, you're trying to save as much people as possible.
Yeah.
And I agree with that.
Uh-huh.
When it makes sense.
So what it doesn't make sense is in the short term.
Yes. That's all I'm saying. And I've said it before. I say I will get the vaccines, just not now. I said that. Like I said that 100,000 times. I don't know why people think I'm an anti-vaxxer. Motherfucker, I joined the military. They stuck me with 100,000 different things. Like, but wow. Yeah, it's just especially the way they doing shit right now. It's just skeptical. Like motherfuckers is too weird for me. Like, and I don't like to feel weird. When you move weird, I just exit the stage. Like, bro, you got it. Like,
man, I feel like too they're trying to cancel this guy for misinformation when there's just nothing but misinformation out here.
Like, if those are the grounds for cancellation, like they have a fuck ton of work to do. Like, there's a bunch of like bullshit out there.
Yeah, like, Bill Gates speak about vaccination. How the fuck is Bill Gates, a tech guru, qualified to speak on medicine?
Well, what did he say?
He was like, "Oh, I think people should get vaccinated, and this one works, and this." How the fuck do you know that?
He got a lot of time on his hands. He'd be reading probably.
Nah, you ain't.
What if he did his own research?
You're not into medicine like that, bro. Like, stick to fucking Microsoft. Like,
I mean, does he even run Microsoft anymore? I don't think he does.
Then go to school for medicine, nigga. Like, you got the time. You rich as fuck.
All right, but that's also like, so you telling this man he can't like say an opinion on something, like he can't read on something and make an opinion.
You trying to cancel him?
I'm saying,
it's not the opinion. No. See,
take that, Bill Gates.
That's how rumors get started. It's the fact that people will take him as if he's credible.
Yeah.
That's the only thing.
Well, that's on people then more than it is on Bill Gates.
Again, what if he did his own research?
Yeah, but I guess you could say the same thing about Joe, right?
Yeah,
but Joe's not the one saying this shit. Is the doctors.
It's the doctors. Like, Bill
Gates probably got some doctors. You know,
probably.
But Joe is not the one speaking.
Yeah.
He's letting them speak.
Yeah.
And then, like on later episodes, if Joe is speaking on the shit, he's saying, "I had this doctor on, and he said X, Y, Z about it."
Like, do we know for a fact that all these guys are accredited though? Like, this guy has like 1,000 episodes. Like, are we sure that a couple of these episodes is not just like a fucking rando Trump supporter?
That'd be hilarious.
Yeah, that would. That'd be like,
it would be mad cool if it was Joe Rogan, Trump, and like a Trumpo, like just Trump saying whatever, and the other guy just gassing like, yeah, like
Candace Owens. I think that's
surprise. The other guy's Joe Rogan that's gassing him.
Yeah.
Plot
just
twist.
A trio of Trumpos, bro. That shit would be fucking hilarious. Plus Trump himself, dog. Pay-per-view status.
Spotify ain't loading that bitch up, bro.
Dude, they would lose money on that. That shit would be plastered over Fox News for like 3 months, dog.
I don't know about losing money, man. Like those Spotify,
those ratings, those listens are gonna go up.
Yeah, like they know what they subscribing to, dog. Like, they're not listening to Joe Rogan and going to CNN. That's not happening.
They deleted CNN off the fucking subscription package. Like, remove that shit entirely.
Yo, so it's like Trump literally wiped off the face of the earth right now on social media.
Yes.
That's crazy.
He's trying to create his own social media platform, which I think is hilarious.
Good luck, nigga.
I would join, like, just to see, like.
That man gonna have like 80 million subscribers, bro. That shit gonna be crazy.
80 million and one.
Bro, could you imagine being that rich? Could you imagine being that rich that you're like, fuck it, they won't let me talk on their platforms, I'm gonna make my own. Like, that's just crazy. This man gonna make his own because he can't talk on ours. That's fucking
that's some gangsta ass shit, though.
I got my own Twitter.
Yeah.
He's like the dude at the park that he don't get picked up, so it's like, y'all not gonna play with my ball. I'm gonna go.
You know what's so funny about that? Like, he probably will cancel people that don't agree with him on his platform. Like, take your ass to
1,000%.
Facebook.
Oh, he did that shit to
bro,
reporters
1,000%.
that were asking him questions that he didn't agree with. He's like, get him out of here.
Bro,
Yeah.
he would trash Fox News like every other day. And like the days he doesn't trash Fox News, like he's calling into their show, like, yo, I'm here live on Fox News. That man was just ultimate flip flop, bro. Like, he said, yeah, Fox News is trash. Next time he's on Sean Hannity. Like,
nah, it wasn't flip flop, nigga. Like, it was a consistent energy. It was anybody who had anything to say. Like, if you were like, yo, like, I don't like your shoes, like, that nigga had all the smoke for you. You know what I'm saying? Like
he was attacking everybody. He was attacking
like
everybody.
all these people.
so you saying he don't discriminate?
He do not discriminate. Like all the people, like Mike Pence, for example, was a diehard supporter. He had his back on everything. And then Mike Pence just recently said, like, I don't think the election was rigged. And Trump went in on this nigga. Like, you don't give a fuck. Like, he'll flip alliances like this, bro. Like, Donald Trump lives in Game of Thrones, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a billionaire. Like, who are you aligned with but your own pockets at that point?
I don't think billions of dollars has anything to do with it.
That's what it is.
Donald Trump is unique to all the other billionaires. Like, we never seen anything like this. Oh, absolutely.
There needs to be like a psychological study on Trump, kind of like how we were talking about. There's ones for like Hitler and shit. We need one of those for Trump to try to understand the shit.
But we got Kanye too. That motherfucker is.
Yeah, that nigga's nuts.
Yeah.
Like,
No, leave Kanye alone.
like that, he's been going in on fucking the white guy, Pete Davidson.
Yeah.
No, he's been going in on Pete Davidson.
He switched it. He's snapping on Kim, bro. Like
another guy that doesn't discriminate.
He's snapping on Kim, like snapping. I'm like, damn, that's your baby mama now. Like, leave her alone. And he's like, nah, she's trash. Like, I'm like, god damn.
Poor Kim. Who would have thought? Here we are.
I think Kanye and Trump is almost the same people, bro.
I mean, he was backing them. You know, like, they're boys, right?
Dragon energy.
What does that even mean?
Like, the thing is that I feel like,
is that like a drink or something?
Hold on. Talk about. I
What's
feel
dragon
like
energy?
I feel like Trump, like angry, fucking fiery, but like I feel like Trump can direct it a lot better. Like, I feel like Kanye gets put in certain scenarios and he can't control himself. I feel like Donald Trump can play a character.
You mean like
Donald Trump is a character?
Yeah, you think he playing a character?
Like, he's one of the last ones that you unlock too. Like, this hard as fuck to achieve.
I really don't think Donald Trump is ever he's never under any type of pressure. Like, he's just he's just like, yeah, fuck him, right? Like, those shithole countries, right? Like, that's how he feels. Where Kanye felt pressure to go onto TMZ and cut some random niggas out, like, you know.
I get
how Sway.
It's more,
bro.
one is more
that interview is nuts.
Insanity, and one is like uncontrolled insanity.
I don't know.
Like, there's a nigga on a computer. Kanye West is pointing at him like, "Fuck you!" Like damn, bro.
Bro, like, Kanye was on Sway in the morning. Sway was just like, "Yo, like, why can't you get the clothing line to do this, and that?" He's like, "You ain't got the answer, Sway." Yeah. He's like, "Bro, he's trying to get the answers out of you, man. He's trying to."
Sway had the answers.
That shit was wild.
The narrator said, "No, he did not."
You know what he said recently? He said, my dad had no control over what my mom did with me. But now, since I got control over what I could do with my kids, with Kim, I'm not going to let the same thing happen to me as what my mom did to my dad. I was like, did your mom love you, bro? Yeah. Like, did she stay with your mom? He basically like... He was basically bashing his mom. I was like, she's dead, bro. Like
that man said Kim Kardashian isn't gonna stop me from seeing my black children. Like,
yeah.
Think if they was like, they're half white, bro. Like, what are you talking about?
That shit's crazy.
I stand with Kanye.
Yeah, you should, nigga. Y'all got the same energy.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that.
I fuck with Kanye. He's not insane. He's special.
Yeah, all right. Sound good.
Man, no clowning Kanye, bro.
Yeah, man.
After
wrong
we
with
just
y'all?
finished clowning Kanye.
He's just expressing his emotions. Is that such a
Kenny, is that
such
a big ass
deal?
What is that?
Yes, it is a big deal, man.
That's a grown folk Capri Sun. That is.
Yeah, bro. It really is, bro.
Like, nigga, you can't just hop on here and be normal, nigga. You got fucking pink beanies, drinking eggnog, throwing
Come on,
glasses
Phil.
all over the place. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Come on, Phil.
Come on, Phil.
Why you mad, bro? Why you mad?
Nigga, because this is Kenny. This is my default, bro.
Your headphones barely work, man. You're coming on here with
nigga. That just adds to the aggravation, bro. I gotta watch my shits don't work, and I gotta watch you drink out of a goddamn Capri Sun. What the fuck?
Bro,
That dog Capri Sun.
That's just like this fucking big. What is that? I've never seen that before. That's crazy.
I went to Kobe's. They got me a little Capri Sun.
I don't even know what Capobi's is.
You never been to Kobe's?
That's the Japanese spot, bro.
It's a hibachi place.
I just had hibachi tonight.
They be making food in front of you.
Yeah.
They culturally appropriating.
that ass, bro. Yo,
You're
crazy
You're attacking
shit.
Kobe's?
Bro,
Yo, at
Are we
Kobe.
about to get them
At
canceled?
Kobe.
bro,
At
crazy
Kobe,
shit.
bro.
So I'm at this.
No, Kobe should get canceled.
Bro, I'm at this hibachi restaurant tonight. This is my first time there. It's my first experience. The chef comes out and he talks in like an Asian accent type of shit, right? And then the waitress comes through and they start speaking Spanish to each other. I'm like, wait a minute, what the fuck is going on? I was like, wait, what? Everyone in that bitch is speaking Spanish, bro. All the employees are speaking Spanish. I'm like, yo, why are you talking in an Asian accent? Then to us, like, that's just crazy to me.
They're playing a role, bro. Or sort of.
It's even crazier. That's in Wisconsin. They speak Spanish.
Yeah.
Yeah, like what the fuck is going on there?
I didn't know no Spanish speakers made it all the way up there.
Yeah, bro. There's mad Spanish people out here. You're bugging. My barber is Spanish. Not that that's doing.
Oh, that really leads
That settles it.
Like what's the percentage? Like 10% Spanish, maybe?
Nah,
If
man.
that, maybe 2.
Yeah, I feel like 10% was a rich estimate right there.
Bro, there's mad Spanish people out here. You're bugging. Anyway,
Sure, dude.
now that we're done shitting on Wisconsin, that's the usual segment that we have on here, the shit on
Like
rookie
why
in
the
Wisconsin
fuck would you
segment.
move to Wisconsin, bro? Like,
Bro, it was either I was gonna
He got an
come out-
offer.
I'm saying it's either I was gonna come out here and play football, or I was gonna join the military. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm happy I didn't join the military.
Oh, wow.
Well, we
No.
don't tell you thank you for your services, so
Exactly.
whatever.
I'm saying, like, listen, you know how they say people are just built different? I'm not built for the military, bro. Like, I'm not built for that shit. I hate getting dirty on some weird shit. You know what I'm saying?
So
Like,
you,
What?
Chris, say it.
What?
So you're, Chris, say the word. So you're a, God damn, this nigga says it every time. Ain't never a pussy.
what's that? Yeah, whatever, bro. But yeah, I'm not built for that. So shout out to you guys who are in the military. Shout out to the troops. All right, we got time for this last segment. This last shout out to the Tom Brady, who announced his retirement officially
I
last
thought you were
week.
going somewhere else with that.
Oh, bro, Tommy, man.
I thought you were about to let
Yeah.
Chris take over.
Nah, Chris, if you have some words for Tommy Mars, that's on you. I was talking about Tommy Brady.
Fuck Tommy Mars, bro. You're a bitch.
Oh, wow.
Golly. That's my dog, bro. Relax, man.
He not
Yeah,
the only
I-
one that don't be on. So
No, he's
Yeah,
the
you
only
don't
one
have
who
that
doesn't
energy
watch.
Yeah,
You
that's
don't
the
know.
crazy thing.
How
You
confident
watch
that
this
are
shit.
you?
Well, Chris has said fuck Tommy for the last like
For
3 or
like
4
5
episodes.
episodes,
Yeah.
nigga.
And Tommy hasn't said anything. Danny at least said it. Like Danny acknowledged when Chris said the shit to him. So
Hey, Dan, I just want to take this moment to uplift you, bro. Keep it up the great work.
Keep up what great work, nigga. Fuck that nigga.
bro, that man's a fucking
Don't
group
let
chat.
this naysayer get to you, dog. Dude, keep doing your thing.
Wait, who's the naysayer?
You just said fuck him for no reason.
The nigga's not watching the show.
No, he was
I'm
bigging up
talking about
Danny.
Danny.
Oh,
You don't be
yeah.
listening.
Do your thing.
Listening when I talk, bro.
By the way,
grief.
so you guys know Milwaukee
Trifling.
County is home of 112,000 Hispanic / Latinos, which
What's the percentage,
which comes
Weirdo?
out to 39.5%
Damn,
of
that's way higher than I thought.
Yeah, like I didn't think it was like even close. Like, how do Mexicans get that high, bro? Like,
Wow.
I was thinking the same thing, honestly. Like,
I mean,
it's not exciting for any like Caribbean people. So it's like it has to be like Mexicans or South Americans.
that has to be. There's no way Puerto Ricans are going to damn.
Maybe
Wisconsin.
fucking Ecuadorians or Guatemalans.
my
like,
barber's Puerto Rican.
I mean, Rook is over there. He's
That's
done.
Yeah, but Rick is retarded, bro.
Damn.
Jeez.
Oh, you're on the podcast. I'm sorry.
Damn, bro.
he's right there.
I'm right here, dog.
He's been talking to you.
Bro.
If I'm gonna be completely honest with you, there's and this isn't me saying it, actually. This is my neighbor. Her mom, Puerto Rican lady, was saying that she knows mad people out here, and she's like saying how because a lot of Mexicans are here, honestly, because there's a lot of work, there's a lot of construction and shit out here, so that's why.
What are you insinuating, dude?
So it's a
work.
BBL situation where a bunch of people move there, and then like they call
Then
their
they know
friends
each
and more
other.
people. Yeah.
And
A
there's
BBL
work.
situation.
I mean, that's what happened at BVL, dog.
Yeah.
There was like 5 of them, and they're like, "Yo,
Yo, this place is pretty nice.
Yo, check this
Slide
shit out. They got an Applebee's.
Yeah, like slide through type shit. Yeah. So yeah. But anyway, back to Tom Brady. What a
Oh yeah.
career, bro. I can't believe this man. The crazy thing to me is this man retired and could easily play another like 2 years, bro.
like if you split this nigga's career in half, he has 2 Hall of Fame careers. Like
Yeah.
that shit is
Crazy.
fucking nuts."
Yeah.
He should go to the double Hall of Fame.
I feel like that man's wife made him retire right now.
Well, she
So,
did. He said it. Like he said
Oh,
it was
listen
for
to
the
her.
family.
She's a supermodel.
Yeah. He
Yeah,
said
she
like it
said
was
it.
for the family. Like his
He
wife
got more
couldn't
obligations.
yeah, he said that his wife couldn't watch them take the hits no more and all that, and like, you know, it's time for him to spend the time with his kids and shit.
It only
But
took 20 years of hits. But
would you guys rather go out the way Tom did, or would you rather go out the way like Peyton Manning did?
Tom Brady.
Oh,
Tom
Tom.
Brady.
Really?
You always want to go out on top, man. No homo.
Here's the thing, bro. Like, I think I'd rather go out as Peyton Manning, because like if I go out, and I'm not talking about like as far as career accomplishments, I'm saying like when you just physically can't play anymore, like Ben Roethlisberger too, who's probably more relevant because he just retired. Because in my head, like if I retire when I just led the league in touchdowns, the only thing I could think after I retire is, damn, what if? Like, what if I would have got another ring? Like, what could have been? Where it's like you retire, and Ben Roethlisberger's like, all right, it's time. Like, I'm at peace.
You
with
see
this.
how Ben Roethlisberger was looking on the field?
Yeah,
Exactly,
we've been
though.
roasting. We've been roasting
Yeah,
Ben
he was-
Roethlisberger all year.
But at
You
the
wanna
end of
go
the
out
day,
rather
he's a
wait
Hall
to
of
get to a
Famer,
bottom
though.
tier quarterback.
But he's
to
a Hall of
retire?
Famer though. At the end of the day,
Hey,
Then when
wanna
you
go
retire
out,
hurt, you like, God damn, I should have been
Like,
retired
fuck,
10 years
yeah.
ago. Like,
but that's different
Yeah.
though. I'm not saying retire like hurt and in pain, you know, type.
you
of
said
that's what
You're,
Ben
you're
Roethlisberger
talking
did.
about when he couldn't perform anymore. Like,
Yeah, like
that's when you
what Ben
suck.
Yeah, I
Roethlisberger
guess.
and Peyton Manning was doing. Nigga,
Peyton Manning
they were
definitely
fucked
was
up.
hurting. Yeah, I don't know.
and
I would always.
their fingers be looking like this, bro. Like,
They told you
how
to
your
go.
hands look like this.
Oh,
But
man.
Yeah,
like,
there's no argument here.
That's how you trying to go. That's how you trying to go out, Rook.
yeah.
My nigga said, punch me until I can't get up no more.
Yeah, like,
Bro, but like,
Yeah.
especially when you're at that level too, like you're fucking kind of crazy. You're the crazy competitor that you are at that level to even make
that
it
man
there.
is accomplished, bro. He don't give a fuck. Let that man
That
rest.
man
in
got-
Bro,
peace.
he was
Like,
accomplished 5 years ago when he was 40 and he kept
and he's
playing.
even
And
more
he still
accomplished
wanted
than
to
he
play.
retired.
Exactly. I mean, Brady does still want to play. Like he said,
he
like
told you that.
huh? In his statements, he's saying it's because of his family.
I don't want to see Brady at 50, to be honest. I like Brady.
Nobody
going out
trying
right
to see
now.
this.
Nah, I'm not trying to see
Nobody,
that.
know-
nobody try to. Nobody tried to see that man in the neck brace, bro.
Yeah,
like,
bro.
Nah, no one wants to see that. I'm not saying that either. I'm just saying like if like even if it's not Ben Roethlisberger was at the fucking bottom of the league type shit, but like at the middle, you're like, all right, it's time.
That man bowed out gracefully.
You just want to see more Tom Brady football, bro. It's fucked up, dog.
No, I'm not even talking about that.
He went out sad, bro. He went out sad, bro.
He should have retired 2 seasons ago, to be honest.
Yeah, like the thing,
I ain't going out like that, bro.
The thing about Ben Roethlisberger is that we're gonna remember his last years for a minute, and then like later on, we're gonna be like, oh, his career as a whole.
Yeah.
Right. Like that's what happens to a lot of these dudes. Like they just stick around for a little too long, and we're like, damn, this guy was a bum. And then later on, we're like, oh, he played 16 years and he wasn't always a bum. Like, you don't want that, bro. You want to go out like Michael Jordan on your own terms, dog.
Bro, Michael Jordan went to the Wizards and that was a fucking shit show. Was it not?
Balling.
He was not a fucking bum, though.
Yeah, he wasn't a bum, man.
All right, so, but like, I feel the Michael Jordan level is like, this is here and the Roethlisberger level's here. So, like, even if he would have waited till he got to that Jordan level, like, Jordan at that time was averaging what, like 20, 23 points a game compared to his career average of 30?
Versus Ben Roethlisberger, who might have been the worst QB in the league, dog. Like, it's definitely like,
that man said like this.
So, I would still rather go out at that Jordan level than still where it's like you're not at the top of the league no more. But then if you're here, like, all right, still is that time I'm no longer the most dominant person. Or I'm not like dominant.
But Jordan literally came back. Like, you feel me? Like Jordan went out he went out on top twice already.
Twice. Yeah, yes. It was twice. I mean,
that Wizards year, no one even really respects that year. We don't even pay attention to it.
Nobody gives a fuck about that shit.
That was basically Jordan at the YMCA, dog. Like, he was just chilling.
Dude was bored at home. He said, I'm going to go do something.
No one counts those Wizards years against Jordan, bro.
All right, but Jordan, and part of the reason why he did that was because he's like, yo, like I went out when I still could have, because he even said in the fucking Jordan doc when he was like, he was pissed off that they never got the chance to go for the 7th ring, to go again and keep going, because he said that he physically and mentally was at the best he ever was type shit. So then you fast forward, you know, however many years it was after, like he went to do the Wizards thing because he was probably still having that same thought, those same thoughts where it's like, fuck, I went out sad. Like I went out at top when I didn't get the chance to go for another one.
That man wanted to go play golf and baseball, bro.
Yeah, he was chilling,
smoke
bro.
Cigars. Like,
yeah, he was chilling, bro.
Make sneakers.
He got bored at the crib and he said, I'm gonna do it again.
Like, honestly, I really feel like there's going to be some sort of information that gets released where somebody's going to be like, back in 2000 or back in 1999, somebody was like, yo, like they were talking to Jordan. They're like, yo, like you can't do it anymore. He's like, I bet you I could. I bet you that's what happened.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. You could already tell. Like, that's the energy that whole season felt like, to be honest. Like,
I think Brady went out like a boss, man.
He played to like not lose a bet. Michael Jordan did.
And I also want to say Ben Roethlisberger wouldn't have gone out like Ben Roethlisberger. He wouldn't have wanted to do that, to be honest.
Nah, bro. If he could have done it again, he would have retired like in 2019, 2018. Bro.
This man ended his career getting dragged by Antonio Brown, first of all. and then he on the field getting dragged. You know what I mean? So it's like, come on, man. No one wants to do that, bro. You about to be Joe Rogan right now, man.
Like nobody in the NFL is like, damn, like look at Ben Roethlisberger. Like everybody was roasting that man, bro. Like,
yeah, yo.
All right, I'm by myself on this one. That's fine.
Yeah, all right.
I'm saying I'm by myself. Like I'd rather
stand on it.
Yeah, I'd rather just play until I can't, or like when it's known that I can't, because in my mind I'd always process it as like, damn, what happens if I would have played another year, or if I would have kept going.
There's a reason everybody's telling you to stop playing, dog. Like,
all right, but that wasn't happening with Brady though.
You retire when
Brady was not a
when
bum.
your kids is 26.
Exactly. You said what?
retiring when your kids is 26, man, let that man go raise his family, man. He gave the world enough. Like
Rick want to retire with CTE, man.
Yeah, bro. Like,
I already got CTE and I ain't got millions to sit back home.
like Brady got one good leg, and Brady and Rook is like, damn, he went out well, bro. Like,
Yeah.
that's how I want to go out.
No. This guy's saying, nah, I'd rather go out with no legs. That's how Ben Roethlisberger is.
He wanted this man to go out like Ali. Like, bro, let the man bow out gracefully.
I didn't say that's what I wanted, bro. I was just asking what you guys would do, and I was sharing. I don't like Brady's a fucking G. Like that man, he's solidified. I'm just saying, if I was in his shoes in that mental space, I don't know if I could have made that.
Good thing you're not.
Exactly. There's a reason
I'm
a fucking.
Thank God.
I know.
Like I struggle making points with you already, nigga. Like, damn.
Yeah. Whatever, bro.
That's a specific type of energy, if I recall correctly. This
What,
usually
nigga?
directed at me, but
Yo, so like I was having this debate again with my coworkers about like ranking the GOATs.
Mm-hmm.
And like they agreed with David talking
David
about like
Carlson.
basketball players are like more impressive GOATs than like NFL players.
What? No. Why?
Probably.
Huh?
Hey,
Like what they're saying is that like basketball players are like better athletes.
That's
I think football players are the most athletic.
It
Not
depends
Tom
on the
Brady.
position.
not
It
Tom
depends
Definitely
on the
not Tom Brady.
position.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, like a kicker. You gonna compare a kicker to like,
Not even fucking. Who's an unathletic? I don't know. Not even Zaza Pachulia is unathletic as a kicker.
Or you gonna compare O line to being athletic to like?
Hey, bro, them all linemen and D linemen
power
are
forward?
athletic as shit nowadays.
Depending. Not
Yeah,
every.
the defensive
though, like,
ends. The defensive
yeah.
ends are fucking like Myles Garrett. I would not want to have to run away from Myles Garrett.
Dude, imagine trying to box him out, dog. He just kind of
Fuck
like hip
that
checks you a
shit.
little bit and
Fuck
fucking
that
snatches that shit and then.
You would have to.
Have you
pay
seen
me.
footage of him hooping? Like,
Yes,
Yeah,
bro.
he's a fucking
And he's
monster.
fucking disgusting. Yeah.
Yes.
No, I mean,
But then-
I truly believe that football is the hardest team sport to win in.
The hardest?
Yeah.
I think the thing your coworkers were recognizing is that I feel like there's more accomplished like basketball players historically than there are football players historically. Like if you put up the 5 most accomplished football players next to the 5 most accomplished basketball
like
players, like basketball players will win and like
Yeah,
will
but NBA
significantly
players
advance.
play longer though.
Yeah, normally.
I mean, well, that's part of it. Like
The average football player is
longer
3
window
years.
or a wider window.
And that's
Because
why
of the-
and
because
that's
the
why I
sport
that
feel
makes
like
Brady-
football is harder.
Yeah, but like that makes Brady's accomplishments even more impressive.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
They do.
yeah.
Or Brandon
I'm just saying,
Marshall, or Ocho
your coworkers.
Cinco, or Channing Crowder, or
What?
I'm just naming people that played long, like 13, 14, 15.
You just listed the I Am Athlete line.
Yeah. No, but I'm saying, like, a lot of people, it's true though, what you said. Football players' accomplishment has to be greater
Mm.
if they could accomplish more in a shorter period of time. Like,
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, when you look at it, because like Kareem, I mean, like, dude, like no one was getting to that fucking sky hook, right? Like Kareem could single-handedly, same thing with LeBron, like Jordan, right? Like these dudes could single-handedly take
Carry a
over
team.
games, right?
Yeah.
Which in football, you could kind of do that to an extent,
or
but
try.
like you
You
could
just
try,
hand it off to Derrick Henry every time.
but even still, like you still
And-
need
and
your
how-
own line to block for you, right?
Yeah,
You
don't
and
need
how
your
well
receivers to
has that
block
worked
for you.
out for them?
Yeah.
Like how well has that worked out for them though?
Yeah.
You know, so like
Hasn't resulted in anything really. Playoff
exactly.
appearances, but
Yeah, they've got what 1, maybe 2 playoff wins over the last few years. Like, have they
Well,
come out
I
the,
know
the
they
first
beat-
round?
Baltimore in 2019 when Derrick Henry went for like 250 in the playoffs.
Yeah.
But then the next year he went for 45. So it's like, and then this year, he came back from the injury.
See, so that like I said, that's why I feel like football is the hardest team sport to win in and
It
win a
is. I
championship.
mean, there's 11 moving pieces versus 11 other moving pieces. So it's like, I think football is the most strategically like reliant sport, strategic reliant sport that there is. Like,
Bro, that
you got
should be
11
so
moving
complicated.
pieces. Like they all have to work in cahoots for whatever you're trying to do. Like work.
Yeah.
Maybe we.
Whereas basketball, I could just be like, "Here, Kevin Durant, go score the ball, please." That's what Steve Nash does, and it's like he's like, "Okay, I'm fucking better than everybody here. Let me just do that real quick."
Like maybe we just need time. Like Tom Brady just retired. Like he didn't even like officially retire.
No, he officially retired. He made a statement.
Okay, so like he just retired. Like maybe we need like a year for us to like really appreciate like how fucking amazing he was. You know what I'm saying?
I kind of, man, Tom Brady the GOAT, man.
Yeah,
He's
absolutely.
the GOAT, nigga. Like easily. It's not even like close.
Yeah.
The only thing that there's to debate with Tom Brady is just where he ranks amongst other GOATs of the world.
Right. Yeah. Like, is he
think
number 3 or is he number 4?
Yeah, because he's already the GOAT of
yeah.
football, right? Like he's the GOAT of football.
Yeah, for sure. I think, like, I definitely take him like after Michael Jordan. I would say definitely.
Yeah, Michael Jordan is up there for sure.
I was seeing y'all. I was watching y'all. Not watching y'all, but I seen a group chat where y'all talking about Serena. Even Serena's up there, but damn, that's hard. Like putting Serena's nasty
Tiger
too,
Woods
you know
too.
what I mean? Like,
No,
Tiger
but
Woods,
her accomplishments
Up
are
there.
almost unheard of too. Though.
Tiger Woods was
Yeah.
a cultural phenomenon as well, in
Serena
addition to
Williams-
being fucking
Serena-
nasty.
Yeah, Serena Williams' accomplishments is crazy. Like, I mean, maybe it's downplayed because she's a woman or something, but I don't know.
Like
A black woman had that.
It's tennis and she's a woman, dog. But like
Yeah.
I'm telling you, like that's what I was telling Rook. Like what she did was insane. Where it's
Mhm.
like
That shit's unheard
it was
of.
like it was like 15 years where it's like everything she played in, she won.
Yeah.
It was insane.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like Tom Brady lost at the Super Bowl. It was just like
Yeah.
everybody, like 64 people would show up, and everybody was like, "Okay, Serena's gonna win." Like,
Yeah.
what the fuck? Like,
Yeah.
that's just crazy.
Yeah.
And even watching the movie, when they tried to stop her from doing certain shit and for her to still do the things she did is wild. Like, and her dad
Serena's different.
her dad didn't even want to introduce her to that type of lifestyle yet because he didn't think she was ready, and she still went out there and took off. Like,
I mean,
Yeah.
she's been playing her sports as a teenager. Like,
Yeah. She was like 18, 19, something like that.
but she could have went into it earlier. Yeah.
Damn. But hey, we are at time though, and we're a little over time too. So this
Okay.
go of the ghost debate, like I know we had it in the group chat, but I'd love to have it again, like on the podcast. I think it's a crazy, cool, and intricate debate. But anyway,
Like, how much material do we fucking waste on the podcast or on the group chat, bro?
oh, dude, we waste so much.
We can revisit every single conversation though, so it's
Yeah.
like it's not as bad as it seems.
But all right, everybody out there, like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification so you know when we post it. Let us know if you agree or disagree with some of our takes or comments, and let us know what y'all think. Y'all have a good one. All right, catch you in the next episode. Peace.